Good morning students. Today in our practice school session of drug design, we are going to talk about SMILES, the Simplified Molecular Input Live Entry System. So let's get started. So what are SMILES? SMILES are just a string of characters which describes the structures, and we can move this SMILES notation from one database to another to get if any information is available in other database for the structure or not. So instead of drawing the structure, we can use this SMILE notations. So what are the advantages? The advantage is we can copy SMILES notation from one software to another software, and this will automatically draw the structure in the software. For example, we can copy SMILES from Wikipedia and paste in ChemDraw by using Paste SMILES option. So this is the Wikipedia for resveratrol, and below this structure, when we move down, then here are the SMILES for this structure. We can click on show. So this is the SMILE notation for resveratrol. We can copy it from here and paste in ChemDraw by using Paste SMILES. So it can automatically draw the structure of resveratrol. So this is the beauty of this SMILES. Now another thing what we should do, we can use a software. This is the software SwissADME. This is a software from Swiss Institute of Bioinformatics. We will talk about this software later, but here we are discussing that how we should generate SMILES. So if we want to generate the SMILE notation for a biphenyl ring, so we should draw the biphenyl ring here. This is the first ring which is connected to another ring. So this is the structure of a biphenyl ring, and here is the option enter a list of SMILE here. So when we click on this red button, we get the string of SMILE notation over here. So it is working. Here we get a string of notation here, and so these are the SMILES for biphenyl ring. We can copy it from here and move it to other softwares to find out the properties of biphenyl ring. For example, we can use the Jing database, and by using this database we can see various properties related to biphenyl ring. For the Jing database, we have already discussed in our previous lecture that how we can use this database to search about various structures. So these are the uses of this SMILE notation. Instead of Jing, we can also paste these SMILES in other databases to search about the properties of various molecules. So that is very simple to do rather than drawing actually the structures. So SMILES are a chain of letters, numbers and characters that specify the atoms, their connectivity, bond order and chirality. So for example, these are the different names like aspirin. This is the structure for aspirin, And this is the smiles. It is starting from here, that is O double bond with carbon. It is connected with this carbon. This represents the O double bond C, and this branched carbon is represented in the brackets. Then with O, then this O is here O C1, and all the small c characters represents this aromatic ring. We will further discuss in our lecture that what notation is used for which kind of rings. We can discuss specifications for ring also. So all these small carbons represent this aromatic ring. Then this carbon is represented by C because it is out of the ring. So this is capital C, which is connected with this branched oxygen. So it is carbon double bond O, which is written in brackets. Brackets shows the branching. We will also discuss the specification for branching. And then this O is here. So this is the smile notation for this aspirin structure. Now another example is for nicotine, and in nicotine there are aliphatic ring as well as aromatic ring. So all the aliphatic ring is represented by capitals, and the aromatic rings are small represented by small letters. So it is started from here CN1. This is CN1. CCC represents the ring. C@H represent this. We will discuss further in the lecture. And C2 double bond CC, CN and C2 represent this aromatic ring. For vanillin, this is the structure, and we started from C1, and at this C1 there is CO, and it is on branching, so it is written in bracket. The CC, and over this C there is OC, so CCOC, OC is written in bracket, so it is present in branch. This C, then over this C there is O, and then CC, and here you are seeing that C1 and C1, the string is starting from C1 and ends at C1, and this means that both of these C1 are interconnected. So these are various examples that how we can write smiles for different structures. So now for understanding how we should write smiles, let's first understand the different specification rules. We can understand the specification rules for atoms, bonds, cyclic structures, branches, and we can also represent stereochemistry of any structure through smiles. So we should try to understand the specification rules of stereochemistry also. So starting from the specification rules for atoms. Atoms are represented by their atomic symbols. Metal atoms are represented with symbols in square brackets. However, there are some atoms for which brackets can be omitted. For boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, and all halides. For example, if we use gold, so this is a metal and having chemical formula of Au. So in smiles it is written in square brackets. If we see the smiles for water, it is the chemical formula H2O, but it is written in smiles as O, because if the brackets are omitted, then the proper number of implicit hydrogens atom is assumed. So need not to be write a number of hydrogens in the smiles. For methane, it is the chemical formula is CH4, but it is written as carbon, as I have already said that if the brackets are omitted, then the proper number of implicit hydrogen atom is assumed. Now coming to the specification rules for bonds. For single and double bonds, we simply use these symbols, single and double. But for triple bonds, we can use a hashtag sign. The adjacent atoms are assumed to be connected to each other by a single or aromatic bond, and the bonds between aliphatic atoms are assumed to be single unless specified otherwise. For example, the ethene. In ethene, the smiles are carbon-carbon double bond. For formaldehyde, it is carbon-oxygen double bond. Hydrogen gas is represented by this way. Here, two hydrogens are represented in two square brackets, and this will represent that both of these hydrogens are interconnected. Now the next is hydrogen cyanide, and because there is a presence of a triple bond between carbon and nitrogen, so we use a hashtag sign here to represent the triple bond present between carbon and nitrogen. So these are the specification rules for bonds. Now coming to the specification rules for cyclic structures. So we have two types of cyclic structures, the aliphatic cyclic structures and the aromatic cyclic structures. For aliphatic cyclic structures, the carbon, oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen atoms are shown in uppercase like this. And for aromatic cyclic structures, the carbon, oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen atoms are shown in lowercase, as we have already seen in the first slide of examples. For example, benzene. The smile notation for benzene is written like this, since benzene is an aromatic compound. So we can use small letter C to represent the structure. And see here, the string is started from C1 and ends at C1, means both of the carbon are interconnected in a form of ring. The second example is cyclohexane. The string is same, the string is very similar, but it contains capital C, and again this first C1 is interconnected to this C1 in a form of ring in the cyclohexane. The next structure is pyridine, and because pyridine is an aromatic ring, so the smiles notations are represented in small letter, and it is starting from N1, that is the nitrogen of the pyridine ring, all the aromatic carbons, and N1 is connected to this C1 to form a ring. The next structure is naphthalene, and naphthalene is also an aromatic ring, so all the string carbons are in small letters, and this C1 is connected to this C1 and this C2 is connected to this C2. So this is the specification rules for cyclic structures. Now the specification rules for branches. Branches are specified by enclosing them in parentheses and can be nested or arranged. Means we can use brackets to represent the branching. For example, we have already discussed the structure of aspirin. It is starting from this O double bond C, and this is present in branch, so it is written in bracket, then O, then C, and this C1 to C1, it all carbon, small carbon represent this aromatic ring. Then this C is out of the aromatic ring, so it is in capital, and then CO. CO is written in bracket because it is present in a branch, and then this O represents the OH, this O. So this is the smiles for aspirin, in which there is a two branching. One, this carbon, this branch is represented in brackets, and this O, double bond O, is represented in brackets, and both shows the branches. So we can represent branches by using brackets. Now the specification rules for stereochemistry. First, the configuration at tetrahedral carbon. For tetrahedral carbon, we can use @ sign. Here you are seeing in the string there is a presence of 2 @ sign, and here in the string you see the presence of 1 @ sign. So what is the difference? If we use 2 @ sign, it indicates then that when viewed from nitrogen along the bond to the chiral center, the sequence of substituents, that is the hydrogen, the methyl carbon and the carboxylate, appears clockwise. So this 2 @ sign represents clockwise presence of all the groups. But if we see this string and there is 1 @ sign, so what 1 @ sign represent? It represents that when viewed from nitrogen, this nitrogen along the bond to the chiral center, the sequence of substituents, that is the hydrogen, methyl carbon and the carboxylate, appears anti-clockwise. And because this is anti-clockwise, so it is D-alanine, and it is clockwise, so it is L-alanine. So we should represent this by using @ sign. Now the specification rules for configuration around double bond, and it is specified by using these kinds of characters. These characters are the forward slash and the backward slash. So we can use a forward slash and backward slash to represent the configuration around the double bond. So if we so the trans dichloroethene, so this is a trans structure, so it is represented by a 2 backward slash, chlorine backward slash carbon, double bond carbon backward slash chlorine. So this will represent the trans form of the dichloroethane. But if we talk about cis, then it is represented by 1 backward slash and 1 forward slash. Chlorine 1 backward slash carbon, double bond carbon, 1 forward slash and chlorine. And this represents the cis dichloroethene. So we can also represent the configuration around the double bond using these smile notation. So these are various specification rules for smiles, as well as how we should take them from one software to another software. This is all about this lecture. If you like this video, please do subscribe my channel. Just click on the subscribe button below this video and do share with your friends. Thank you for watching.